Hi there, this is once again Jacob John from B-GHUD Academy. Today's video is the most requested one. Many of the time when students are having an issue regarding a task card, what they have to do, how they have to confront a task card that is given by the examiner for you to prepare for 1 minute and to speak for the next 2 minutes. So please keep watching this video and let me just tell you the little bit itsy bitsy tips and tricks how you have to focus on the task card. Keep watching. Many times students are totally ignorant, or it seems like they seem to be ignorant that whenever they get a task card, it's totally difficult for them to approach it. So today's video, as I have mentioned in the introduction, is going to be how you have to approach a task card. Let me just tell you overall. First of all, let me just get into what exactly a task card is all about. I'm having a task card on my phone and I'm going to tell you how you have to approach that particular task card step by step. Layout of a task card. What exactly a task card is all about an international English language testing system. A task card comprises of a main question followed by at least 4 sub-questions. If you're just looking at my previous videos, or if you just have a glance at my previous videos, you can just find out what exactly a task card is, what are the sections in Ielts speaking, and how you have to approach one by one. Approaching them one by one is totally easy and you don't have to stress too much. So, I'm going to read out a particular task card that I'm having on my phone over here. Describe a person who inspired you to do something interesting. Let me just repeat the question once again. Describe a person who inspired to do something interesting. So that's the main question of your task card, obviously. And now this task card is having at least 4 sub-questions. It's not necessary that the task card should be having 4 sub-questions. It can be 5, it can be 6. It just depends upon the situation. But anyhow, it will be having at least 4 sub-questions. And always keep in mind and always remember that these sub-questions will be in a questionnaire format. In this particular questionnaire format, we'll be starting like who, why, when, there, where, how, what. All these types of questionnaire format. It's totally understandable for you once you get these task cards. So let me just go with the first sub-question. Who is this person? So once again, going back to the question, describe a person who inspired you to do something interesting. All right, fine. So the first sub-question is all about who is this person? Excuse me, sir, what am I supposed to say for this question? Only who is this person? But let me just tell you one thing. Ielts speaking is quite tricky. You can get the questions anything under the sky. So obviously you have to keep a track of your time because you're only getting 1 minute preparation time and 2 minutes speaking time. So who is this person? If you're just simply going to name the person, let it be one of your friends, or let it be your father, or let it be your mother, or let it be a sibling, anyone, and if you're just saying the name of that particular person and you're ending that particular question, it's like, you won't be able to speak more regarding that, right? So whenever you get this particular question, who is this person? Say the name of that person, a couple of qualities that particular person is possessing, and what exactly do you think about that person as well? A couple of sentences wouldn't actually do you any sort of a harm, and obviously you're doing a little bit of a good, right? Exactly. Moving on to the second sub-question, what they have given over here is what they inspired you to do. So the question once again, describe a person, all right, who inspired you to do something interesting. So what they inspired you to do. So directly approaching this particular question, it'll be really helpful if you just say a little bit about the attributes or the qualities that that particular person is possessing. For instance, like they have inspired you to do some sort of like a painting, or like some sort of like an abstract painting, or maybe some sort of like would you say a hobby that you wanted to do but due to lack of time or any other would you say inappropriate situation, you were not supposed to get into that. But this person actually made you get onto that particular topic. So say something like that, like a preview or something, and then get into this particular question, what they inspired you to do, and what was their role. It's totally understood what was their role in this particular situation, how they inspired you, what they inspired you, how they inspired you, how did they actually take you step by step. So that is something that you can say a couple of sentences, maybe 4 sentences, it'll be all right. Moving on to the next sub-question that it is given over here regarding this particular question is how they inspired you. And now, how they inspired you. It's a continuation of the second sub-question. The second sub-question once again was what they inspired you to do. So that is what, and I told you to say a little bit of the step-by-step involvement of that particular person. So along with that, you can continue with the second last exactly question. What is how they inspired you to do? So what was their role, how they actually inspired you, and what actually left an imprint of that particular inspiration in your mind. So that is something that you can speak about. In the last question, how you feel. So what was your reaction? How did you feel? Were you grateful? Were you thankful? What exactly did you have in your mind? Alright guys, so actually these are some of the sub-questions that given in this particular task card, and these are some of the ways that you can approach. Let me just tell you one thing, these are not only the ways that you can approach a sub-question given in a task card, because to each their own, right? So each and every candidate is a different person and they have different ways of approaching a task card or the sub-questions. But let me just remind you one more thing. Even if you're approaching these particular sub-questions, or even if you're reading a task card, even if you're preparing whatever way, however, whichever, whatever way you have in your mind, make sure that you maintain a consistency, you maintain a continuity, and please do not speak irrelevant topic, and moreover make sure that when you are speaking you should not go out of the topic. If you're going out of the topic, if you're just beating around the bush, you won't be able to finish your sub-questions, and moreover the examiner will write in the comment section saying that totally the candidate was not at all to the topic. So guys, these are some of the subtle ways how you can approach your sub-questions as well as your task card main topic and start your speaking. So keep all your fears away, allay your fears, be rest assured, and start your speaking in a positive way. Till next video, this is Jacob John once again from B-GHUD Academy. Stay tuned.